What's going on, everyone? This is Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing off my entire Spider-Man CGC collection. Before we do that, though, hit that like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, all of that. So I have just a handful of Spider-Man books. I'm more of a DC guy, but I do have some Spider-Man books and a couple of books that I would consider Spider-Man books, even though they are not Spider-Man titled books. And we'll go ahead and just jump into these CGC books here. The first two up are the books that I consider not really, I mean, they are Spider-Man books, but they're not Spider-Man title books. But I just wanted to show them off because they're pretty cool. So first up, we have Venom #3, the first full appearance of Noel. This is the third printing, the first cover appearance, or arguably the first cover appearance of Noel. Pretty sweet. And with that, you have to have, of course, Venom #9, the first full appearance of Dylan Brock, in a CGC 9.8 as well. So those are the two books that I would consider Spider-Man books, even though they're not Spider-Man title. The rest of these books, though, are definitely Spider-Man books. First up, this is my third different copy of this book. I don't believe this one is ever leaving the PC. This is The Amazing Spider-Man #361, the first full appearance of Carnage, in a CGC 9.6 newsstand. I used to have a 9.8 newsstand, then I had a 9.0, now I jump back up to a 9.6. Pretty happy with this book in the PC. I still haven't seen that Venom 2 movie with Woody Harrelson as Carnage. I definitely need to see that at some point. Next up, this is kind of a bigger one. This is more of a team book, so I guess maybe this isn't really considered a Spider-Man book, but in my opinion, it is. And you guys will know what I'm talking about here in a minute. This is Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars #8, the origin of the black suit, in a 9.4. I really thought this would be a 9.6 or 9.8. There is one pretty major, spine tick, but it doesn't break color. So I thought it would come out, but it did not. I think it was there for too long. And anyways, 9.4, pretty happy with this book in the old PC. Next up, every book from here is building, if you could not tell. Next up, this is one of my favorite books in my collection. I bought this for myself as a birthday present. I think it was 2019 before the books blew up. This is The Amazing Spider-Man #252, Ties of Marvel Team Up 141, as the first appearance of the black suit. AF-15 homage, 9.4 newsstand. This book, I don't know what, there's just something about this book. It is beautiful. If you are a Spider-Man or Marvel or just a comic book fan in general, you definitely have to have this book in the old PC. It is just an awesome cover. The AF-15 homage, it's just a great book to have for sure. And especially if you're a Spider-Man fan, you have to have this book in your collection. And a 9.4, I'm pretty happy with this book. I do not think it can go up any. There's a little bit on the back that I just don't think would, it would prevent it from going to a 9.6 or a 9.8. But 9.4, I'm pretty happy with this book in my collection. Next up, this is my third copy of this book as well. And I wish I would have kept the other ones because of how much this book has gone up. I remember buying one of these polybagged for 25 bucks, like a couple years ago, like 4 years ago. And then I sold that and got another book that was pretty good, but neither one of them were like high 9s. So what I ended up doing is I sold that second book and I bought a CGC 9.4, and I got it here and I was like, man, that book looks way nicer than a 9.4. I cracked it. I sent it to my presser, comicbook_pressing on Instagram. Make sure you guys check him out. Tell him Burke Fam sent you. Get free shipping back to you in your first order. I sent it to him. Sent it off to CGC. It got bumped up a full grade from a 9.4 to a 9.6. Ultimate Fallout 4. The first appearance of Miles Morales as Spider-Man. It's pretty sweet. It's a pretty sweet book, that is for sure. And definitely not into this book for very much because I bought it before the whole boom and everything. I'm pretty happy with this book. I'm very, very, very happy to have this book in a PC. It's not ever leaving. I'm super excited about the new movie coming out this next weekend. My daughter and I are going to go see it. We went to see the first one in theaters as well, and it was just so much fun going together. Like, I don't know how to describe it other than it was just a lot of fun going to see the first one together, and it's one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. Miles Morales is definitely, like, this book, in my opinion, is probably like the modern day Grail to have. Like, out of all the modern books, this is definitely the one to have, at least in my opinion. And last but certainly not least, we got one more book. I hope to upgrade this book at some point here in 2023 or later. This book was the right time, right place, right moment, all that stuff. An old man brought in like a box of comics to this comic shop that I never go to because it's like an hour and a half away. The comic shop owner bought it, so I knew what he paid for it. And so I was like, well, how much do you want for this book? And he sold it to me for an insane price along with another book. Anyways, The Amazing Spider-Man number 129, the first appearance of the Punisher. And a lowly 3.0. Now, when I sent it in, I thought it'd be like a 3.5 or a 4.0. But you know what? 3.0, it is what it is. It presents beautifully. I feel like if I sent it back in, it would come back at like a 3.5 or a 4.0. But you know what? I want to get at some point like a 5 or a 6. So maybe, like I said, I want to upgrade this at some point here in the next year or so. So that is all of my Spider-Man graded books. This is like part 2 of my like CGC collection videos. I did my first one like a week ago or so, and I try to do these like every year. My first one was my TMNT collection, which I found out that I have like 10 of them. I honestly thought I had more. Because I'm a big Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles fan and big DC Comics fan as well. But if you guys want to check out that video, the link is below. Lots of awesome books. I actually think I just posted a short to it as well. So if you don't want to watch the whole 8 minutes, there's a YouTube short of that collection as well. Just go to the channel. You guys should see it there. But again, my name is Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think of today's video. Which book is your favorite? All of that and more. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And as always, go Cats.
Cowabunga. It's Morphin time.
Today's video is brought to you by comicbook_pressing on Instagram. Protect your comic book investment for as little as $12 by using Eric from comicbook_pressing on Instagram. He can press any grade or tier of book, and make sure you use my promo code BURK54 to get free shipping back to you on your first order. Again, today's video is brought to you by comicbook_pressing on Instagram.